Let's look at the feed. The feed is where most of what people on Twitter interact with every day. When I talk about the feed, I talk about the home feed. You can also change to see only most recent tweets, but most people don't do this. Most people just look at the default Twitter experience, and that's how they see content. And the goal of this course is to put your content in this feed for as many people as possible. This is how we will maximize your growth. To get started, let's look at how do you actually show up in somebody's feed? How do you make your tweets visible in the feed of somebody? First way is if somebody follows you and you tweeted something very recently. Let's give you an example. If you open the app right now on Twitter and somebody you follow tweeted in the past few minutes, you will see it no matter how bad it is. Even if it's a really bad tweet, even if it has zero engagement, you will see it just because you follow them and it's very, very recent, only a couple minutes, up to an hour, depending on how busy your feed is at that time. Now, second way is going to be tweet that is a bit less recent, so more than an hour and up to like 24 hours, from somebody you follow that had a lot of engagement. So let's say you follow 100 people and one of them had a tweet 10 hours ago with 100 likes, you will most likely see it very high in your feed because you follow them and it has high engagement. Now, the funny thing about point 1 and 2 is that it works for replies as well. So let's say you're replying to another account and I follow both of them. Well, in my feed, if you reply very recently to them, I will see it because I follow both of you, and Twitter considers that it's as important as a standalone tweet. And same thing goes if you reply to someone, let's say 10 hours ago, but it got a lot of engagement. If I follow both of you, I will see it in my feed. So point 1 and 2 are very interesting because that's about who follows you, but that also works both for your standalone tweets and your replies. Actually, some days I have replies that get more engagement than my standalone tweets because for Twitter now, it's on the same level. As long as somebody follows you and the account you're replying to, it will get priority in the feed whether it's a reply or a standalone tweet. So number 3 is about people who don't follow you, but who follow a bunch of people who interacted with your content. So let's say you follow 2 people who liked a tweet by somebody. Even if you don't follow them, you will see their content in your feed. It will show up in your feed as recommended by people you follow. And same goes, obviously, if they retweet this content. Now, the fourth way is if your tweet is trending. And trending is always related to a topic. You cannot just be trending. You have to be trending in music, trending in startups, trending in marketing, any of these hundreds of topics that Twitter has. And when you're trending in a topic, what happens is a lot of people will see your content, even though they don't follow you, and they don't follow anyone who interacted with your content. So they're complete strangers, 100% strangers, and yet they will see your content in their feed. And actually, recently, Twitter started putting a lot of emphasis on this type of content. And this is a big part of what this course is about, is how you maximize your chances of getting trending status on Twitter so you get way more visibility. One interesting part about all this is that nothing that we've seen so far is related to the quality of the content. It's all about how people engage with it, the timing, and the status of the tweet. Is it trending or not trending? And that's enough to boost your visibility. Because I see a lot of people when they start out on Twitter, they assume if something is viral, it's because it's an amazing tweet. No. Having an amazing tweet is just a bonus. If you have an amazing tweet, you're going to get way more visibility. It's going to boost everything. People are going to be more excited, engage more, share it more. So it's going to accelerate everything, of course. And if you have a very bad tweet, it's going to decelerate everything. People will engage less, interact less. But the point of what we just saw is to realize that it's not about the tweet itself. You can actually write regular tweets. You don't have to be writer of the year. You don't have to create the most original content. But if you just approach all this thing strategically, you will boost your visibility 10 times because you will be visible as most recent. You will be visible because a bunch of people will like your content. You will be visible because you have been retweeted or liked or replied to. And you will be visible because you have trending status in a topic. And all of these things are achievable even without incredible quality content.